In this video, I will talk about multiples and lowest common multiples. The video will cover C1, F1, and F2. Before we discuss what multiples are, let's look at what are natural numbers. Natural numbers are the numbers we count with. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Out of the numbers you see on the screen, these are the only natural numbers. All the other numbers are not natural numbers, so negatives and decimals are not natural numbers. So now let's look at how we can spot whether a number is a multiple of another number. So is 24 a multiple of 8? Yes, it is, because we can say that 3 times 8 equals to 24. Similarly, 40 is also a multiple of 8, because 5 times 8 is 40. Is 800 a multiple of 8? Yes, it is, because 100 times 8 equals 800. And lastly, 8 is also a multiple of 8, because 1 times 8 equals 8. So in general, we can say that a number will be a multiple of 8 if there's a natural number which we can multiply 8 by and get this number. To continue, 17 is not a multiple of 8 because there's no natural number multiplied by 8 which will give me 17. Similarly, 2 and 4 are also not multiples of 8 because there are no natural numbers which we multiply by 8 to get 2 or 4. So to look at the definition, the multiples of 8 are the numbers you get when you multiply 8 by natural numbers. For example, 80 is a multiple of 8 because 10 times 8 equals 80. Another example might be 5. The multiples of 5 are the numbers you get when you multiply 5 by natural numbers. So for example, 35 is a multiple of 5 because 7 times 5 equals 35. In general, the multiples of a number are the numbers you get when you multiply this number by natural numbers. So now let's look at how to solve F1 type questions, where we are asked to write the first 6 multiples of 5, for example. To write the first 6 multiples of a number, you always start with 1 times that number. So 1 times 5 is 5. The next multiple is 2 times 5, which is 10. And then 15, 20, 25, and 30, which is 6 times 5. These are the first 6 multiples of 5. You might have noticed that they all end in either a 5 or a 0. Numbers which end in a 5 or a 0 are always a multiple of 5. Pause the video and try to write down the first 6 multiples of 2. The first multiple of 2 is 2, which is just 1 times 2, and then 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, which is 6 times 2. You may have noticed that they are all even numbers. Every even number will be a multiple of 2. Moving on to F2. The questions are very similar, but the numbers are different. So to write the first 6 multiples of 7, I need to start from 1 times 7, which is 7, and then 14, 21, 28, 35, and 42. Can you write the first 6 multiples of 9? Pause the video here. The first 6 multiples of 9 start with 9, then 18, 27, 36, 45, and 54.